Megan Glover, you watched the whole thing. What were your initial impressions of Kellen Moore, the new head coach of the Black and Gold?
Well, I guess I want to stick with your baseball analogy there. Shout out to opening day. You talk about if the Saints are hoping that this is a home run hire. Personally, I believe it's a grand slam hire. You get a young coach, the youngest coach in the league, a guy who has proven his resume in the Dome twice. The Saints really had the best seat in the house for the Week 3 game, the Super Bowl game as well. And then you just were able to see how things were able to unfold with the Eagles throughout the week. But more specifically, Super Bowl 59, Jalen Hurts had a great career. Saquon Barkley had an MVP caliber career as well. So when you kind of relay that to what the Saints have, no, they don't have that sort of caliber talent. But, you know, pretty anxious to see what Kellen does with the talent that is there. Well, I want to steal the word that Tom Pelissero told me on Super Bowl opening night. He said that the Saints moved methodically in hiring Kellen Moore. And honestly, obviously, they had no choice when it came to the Super Bowl as well. I think that Kellen is going to continue that methodical terms as far as looking for his staff. I mean, if Nuss is the front runner for the quarterback's position, if Brandon Staley is the front runner for a said position, you know, these are guys that are also proven as well. We saw what happened with Jalen Hurts. We also saw what happened with the Chargers as well. I believe that, you know, if those are the front runners, then those are popular names that could possibly get the job done. Well, there was plenty of spice, Louisiana spice in Super Bowl 59, whether it was Louisiana native ties or past career with the New Orleans Saints. The champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, represented well beyond the win. A point-made performance from Philadelphia's defense in the first half was the foundation to their championship success. The defense sacked Patrick Mahomes 4 times, and he was picked off twice in the frame, including a second postseason interception by former Saints linebacker Zach Bond.
I can't thank Vic enough for putting us in great positions and giving us a great game plan, calling a great game. It's just awesome.
But Bond wasn't the only one temporarily back to his roots. Defensive coordinator Vic Fangio and C.J. Gardner-Johnson also started their careers with the Saints, and while they've since moved on, they both admitted winning their first ever ring in New Orleans would hold some extra weight.
I've been gone for so long. It's been 30 years since I left New Orleans. But this is the place I was at the longest. So every time I come back here, I know everything looks like it did, and so it is nice.
Now to the offense. A-Meat native Devontae Smith put on in his homecoming performance. Smith was the Eagles' leading receiver with 4 receptions for 69 yards, including a 46-yard bomb to put the game on ice.
It means a lot, man. You know, just to be an example for those kids in the city, man. Never would have imagined being here playing on the biggest stage in a game like this back in my home state.
And what a full circle moment for Smith. He lost the state championship game with A-Meat in his senior year, and now a world champion with Philly.
Megan, what do you think?
Look, honestly, I'm not really surprised. I definitely wish the best on Brandon Ingram's career. I think he still has a lot of growing to do. That's whether on the court or off the court. But, you know, I'm not really surprised. I know the saying, the best ability is availability, excuse me. I mean, he just kind of been in and out when it came to that.